So I bought this carbon fibre guitar from Lava just over a month ago, and I've been playing it a lot since then. Now I'm going to give you my unbiased, unfiltered view on whether I think this guitar is value for money. And you see, this is not a sponsored review. I bought this guitar with my own hard-earned cash, so everything I've got to say is straight from the heart. I've got no agenda or anything like that, so I'm about to share that with you. So just a very quick backstory. Why did I buy a carbon fibre guitar? Well, I do like to go camping a lot. I've got a camper van and I wanted a guitar that I could leave in the van on these hot Australian summer days and not come back and have it sort of prone to warping or out of tune, all that sort of thing. So carbon fibre sort of caught my interest. So I did a lot of online reviews of different brands and products, and I gravitated to this model being the Lava guitar. So I sort of talked myself into it's time, I'm ready to buy, and then the Amazon Black Friday deals came up and I got a fairly good discount on Black Friday, so I literally bought it on the spot and it arrived about a month ago. And since then I've been playing it every day, quite a lot, so I feel I'm now in a position to give you my honest feedback on whether I think this guitar is value for money, whether you get it at a discount or whether you get it at the list price. I'll put the prices up there for you. And just over a month ago it arrived, and you're about to see my first impressions, my unboxing video that I filmed a month ago, not knowing what I'd be thinking about the guitar a month later. So I'm going to show you the unboxing and first reaction, and then I'm going to give you my summary after having a month's experience of playing this guitar. Today is a super exciting day because I just took delivery of this baby here, the Lava Me Too guitar, carbon fibre guitar. And to be clear, this is not sponsored, this is not a freebie. I paid for it out of my own hard-earned cash because I just want one of these guitars. Now, I've never even tried one, never played one, so this is a true unboxing, first impressions. Okay, here it is. I am going to lift the lid for the very first time. Voila! We get this beautiful, hard, soft shell case. That's pretty cool. It looks really, really nice. Look, the whole thing feels quite light. It looks slick. Got the shoulder straps on the back there, which I'll connect up. Let's unzip it and see what's inside. Ooh, the zips feel good quality. No, not that cheap, nasty zips. Oh my god. What a beautiful looking guitar. I chose white just because I chose white. I like it. I'm going to tune it up and I'm going to have a bit of a play. Okay, what I'm noticing is it's got some good bottom end sound, some good bassy sound, but the treble sound, the skinny strings that I'm playing on some songs, they're not ringing out as much as what I'm used to with my Mini Martin guitar. So that's my first impressions, is good bass end and lesser top end. That's first impressions. I need to play a lot more to really get a sense of this though. Right, in terms of feel, look, it's a very, very easy guitar to play. The action's quite low, meaning I don't have to press my fingers too hard. I mean, I'm doing an F chord here. And that's really kind of effortless. It's not hard, I'm not having to push down. This guitar would be perfect for a beginner because it's not huge. Physically, it's not huge. Action's quite low. I guess it's reasonably affordable, but affordability is a subject to everyone's budget. So why do we get a guitar? So we can play and sing along. And I'm just going to have a crack now. It is Christmas time at the time I'm filming this, so I'm just going to bang out one of my favourite Christmas songs right now. Bells will be ringing, this sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone. Well, let's just see how it goes with a capo. I'm going to, capo's your friend. I'll put it on capo 3. Just think of a song that I can play. Maybe change the position, the playing position. So if you like this style of position, well, it's a small enough guitar to be able to do this. sort of like the classic guitar position. I find I sometimes play this way when I'm camping and I'm in a camp chair and it's got arms and you're a bit cramped up. You can't hold the guitar that way because it gets in the way. So you sometimes just prop it up like this. Let's have a go. You're no stranger to love. You know the rules and so do I. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you. I guess the last thing I'm going to do with this unboxing today is just compare it next to my old trusty Mini Martin that I've had for 8 years. And I love this guitar. It's gone everywhere with me and it's still a great guitar. So in my house, chances are one guitar will stay upstairs and the other one will stay downstairs. So it doesn't matter where I am, I'll be able to pick up a guitar and play it. But in terms of physical size, you can see them here. I'm resting them directly on the floor. So one is, the Mini Martin is definitely shorter. You can see that there. Let's get the headstocks at about the same height. So obviously it's the body that's a bit longer on the Lava. And the shape is obviously different too. In terms of weight, look, I'm sure there's specs on it. They feel similar, and that means basically both of them are very light and playable. So overall, my first impressions of this is I really love it. I've got to learn about the onboard electronics, the delay, the reverb features and all that. I'm going to play around with that for the rest of the day. But at the moment, just as a straight acoustic guitar, for me, it fits well, looks cool, and I just want to keep playing this. So there you go, folks. That was me looking back a month ago, my first reactions. So 1 month later, what do I really think about this guitar? Well, just remember, I'm not going to do a full review of all the features and everything. There's plenty of other YouTube videos that have gone into the reverb, the chorus, all the onboard smart effects that this guitar has. I'm now going to tell you what I think of this guitar just as a player, just a pure player of a guitar. So let's start firstly with the positives. And the positives are, when it comes out of the box, it really does look good, and when you see it up close, it's beautifully made. It's really well crafted. It's a beautiful guitar to look at. The other positive is it's got an X factor about it. Of course, I chose the white one, right, as you can see there, but you've got pretty cool colours and it's just unusual. So people go, oh, what sort of guitar is that? If that's your thing, then that's a positive. It's also very easy. It's pleasurable to play. Alright, it's light to carry. It is a travel size guitar. That's what I play normally, travel size guitars. So it's light, but it's easy. It's got a low action, so easy to play those chords. And I would say if you're a beginner guitarist, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. Now let's go into what I consider the negatives of the guitar. And there's only a couple, but one is a big one, and that is the sound. I am actually underwhelmed with the sound of this guitar. When I'm playing it, playing my favourite songs or whatever, it just doesn't have the depth that my other guitars have. And when I mean that, my other favourite guitar is a travel size guitar. It's a Martin, Mini Martin. This one here is the same, basic same size, but it doesn't have the bottom end or even the high end. It sounds very thin is the word I use, a thin sound. So I was quite disappointed with that after playing this for a long time. The other thing is these onboard effects that the Smart Guitar has. So you've got these buttons, the reverb and the chorus and the delay. Alright, they all sound pretty good when you're plugged in and you've got headphones on. But for me, who plays unplugged most of the time, I'm a campfire guitarist, I take this camping, there is no amp, there's no power points, alright? So I just play guitar raw. Those sound effects are almost, you can hardly tell they exist, to be honest, when I'm just playing unplugged. They're sort of there, but you've got to listen hard for them. They're not as big and as boomy as I thought they would be. So that was kind of disappointing. But if you're always going to be plugged in and you want to record or whatever like that, those effects do come into play. So it depends on what your usage is. And the other negative I've got is the carry bag. It's a beautiful bag. It's really slick. It looks good. But it's actually more form over function. One of the things I found is that I've got a guitar strap. I had to undo that guitar strap to pack it into the case because the case was so tight. So that was kind of annoying. And the other thing is I always carry a songbook on my iPad with me and a set of strings and a few picks and of course my capo, and the bag has no pocket. So I can't store those things anywhere. That was really, really annoying, especially for a travel guitar, because that's the whole point, is you're taking it different places. You want to have everything with you. Okay, let's talk pricing. Now I know prices vary depending on when you watch this video. I'll put the current prices on the screen up there, both in Australian dollars, which I paid for, and of course say US dollars, and you can do the conversions yourself. But what I'm seeing here is a mid-range price guitar. It's not entry level, it's not high end, it's somewhere in that mid-range. So it's competing with some credentialed brand guitars. And I now realise why I got such a bargain on the Amazon Black Friday deal is because they have literally, Lava has literally released the newer model of this guitar on the 22nd of December 2021, the Lava 3. So I guess this is now a superseded model. Now the Lava 3 has a few more, I guess, on-built smart features, being a smart guitar. And I'm not here to review the Lava 3 because I've got a Lava 2. But one thing I did notice on the marketing blurb about the Lava 3 is that they feel that they've actually added enhanced sound to the Lava 3. And I'll just read this out. They produced enhanced acoustic sounds 20% deeper and 30% longer in sustain. Now I really think they need to do something because, as I said earlier, I was underwhelmed with the sound that came out of this guitar. Now I'm going to put the price of the Lava 3 up there as well on the screen so you can see it is actually another price point higher. It's a good $200 to $300 more compared to this version, which is still for sale, mind you, on Amazon or anywhere else. So with that said, what's my final verdict on the Lava Me 2 carbon fibre guitar? To be brutally honest, I think it is more marketing hype than substance. I find the sound is actually quite disappointing for the price point that this guitar is at. But don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy with this guitar, I'm just not overwhelmed with this guitar. It doesn't pass that hell yeah test. If somebody asked me, would you buy another one or would you recommend this to a friend? I wouldn't say hell yeah. I mean, I do find it a pleasurable guitar to play. And for me, I'm in a two-story house, so this guitar is downstairs. I've got my Mini Martin upstairs in my studio where I record. But when I'm downstairs, I'm always picking this up and playing it and enjoying playing it. And this will be my guitar of choice. Obviously, when I go camping, it's going to go in the camper van. But for my YouTube tutorials, I will continue to use my Mini Martin. So let's get to the $1 million question, or more accurately, the $1,000 question. Is this guitar value for money? And my honest opinion to you folks is I don't believe it is. For the price point of around $1,000 Australian, I can get myself a really quality Australian-made guitar from a manufacturer such as Cole Clark or Maton, the entry-level models, but I can get a beautifully made timber Australian hardwood guitar with beautiful sound for the same price point as this thing. However, I recognise this has got some other attributes which I've talked about. So it comes down to, what are you looking for in a guitar? I want a travel size guitar, because that's what I do. I wanted something that's heat resistant, hence carbon fibre, and I don't plug in, I don't record a lot. Back to the original one, I'm not disappointed about this guitar, I'm just not overwhelmed with it. So with that said folks, if you got any sort of value out of this review today, then make sure you give this video a like, and if you want to follow my 5-minute guitar lesson tutorials, then you know the routine. Subscribe below, stay in touch. Every week I'll put out one of those forgotten songs we all love to remember, and next week's is a doozy. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week.